let that have come to consume me, consume my worlds.
How dare you step your filthy, cursed feet into my compound? Remove your treacherous self out of my compound before something bad happens to you.
I just came to see how my mentor is faring. I believe that my presence should be greeted with pleasantries and not hostilities. What happened to your shrine? It looks like a place visited by Amadioha, the god of thunder.
It seems you have grown to a point that you openly challenge me, Odenjinji, to a duel. But let me tell you something. When an oracle is too stubborn, it will be shown the very tree it is cut from. No matter how fast a child runs, he can never outrun the father. So I demand that you step out of this compound before something happens to you.
And not before warning you of your callousness last night. But then when an ego leaves its lofty abode to share ants and locusts with birds, it has turned itself to a tool of mockery for children. When a father refuses to understand when his son is ripe for marriage, he is risking his wife to be shared by his son. You're talking about next time, but there will be none, because I am going to show you that you only traveled to Amanta to see Anyeka, the god of stone. But I, Agadabachilezi, I traveled as far as Itigiri to visit the gods of the seven dwarfs. I went to Ovum to see Okonko, the god of fire. And I was in Abam, and I have a pact with the god of war. But then Genji, don't dare me. Adapo Gentina Yesu. Isiakaraka na wana joboto bobo. But then Genji, Opana Keremba Kwa, Amalonya Wakamba Kamba title. That boy of yesterday has grown to become a man.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, good woman of Anyoma.
You're so much in a hurry. I hope all is well.
I'm going to see a friend at Amanta. I don't want to miss him.
But here is a longer route to Amanta. I even thought you were going to Ndianiche to see your bosom friend.
What gives this woman such courage in this village? No one dares to look at me in the face. Anyway, soon I will know the hands that plays the beats for you.
Son of Atuma, I had seen your worries before you came.
Great one, father of the dark world, dragon and force of all darkness, I come in peace.
You meddle on trivialities and allow a toddler to control the powers that govern your territory. You showed him the way, but he has shown more commitment than you. He now controls your kindred. As I am talking to you now, he is setting one of your captives free. Follow me. Come and see.
See, that is not possible.
There is nothing impossible for Agada. Agada Bachilozo. Ufumbaji Timpaneli na Bangada Wave. No more. Na kamela zuju egba nkolo koma no soja na rejeji fele. The chains that is holding your daughter has been broken. Whenever you see little boys at the square playing with a prized garment of their father, that father of theirs has already lost his prized position as a father. You must reclaim your position in Aniocha.
Great one, how do I do that?
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
On your mark. Woman.
Your daughter is here.
Udenjinji, I am beginning to lose some sleep over that boy. That boy, Agada. Anyway, whatever he does, I'm sure he can never surmount all of us.
Mba, he cannot.
How can he release the people under our spell?
We must ask him that in our next meeting. Huh? Dao.
Can I go now?
Yes, you can go.
I hope you are bringing him close to the heart.
Yes.
The wind will blow him away when the time comes.
You can trust me. He is my only son.
I trust you. Yeah. Don't worry. I will discuss with Ayaka. And he must call him to order. And then we'll deliberate more on the forthcoming Ibepe festival.
As we await the arrival of Ayaka, the Great One, let us observe the bath of cleansing.
Not when the house is incomplete. What is your son?
Which son?
Do you have any other son? Agada, of course.
I see them. Vultures. I am not afraid of the boiling pot of a woman because I know its content is either soup, perhaps. I am Agada Bachilozo. Ufumba Jide Paneli na Bangada Welevu. am the owner of the boiling pot in the middle of the river.
Whenever the child bites on the nipples of the mother, that child is no longer a child or a toddler. When the spot of the child leopard turns to that of the zebra or the antelope, it is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Because it has lost the prized position of the family. Agada has come of age. Let no one in this noble gathering inquire about him from me again.
Asina wansa na abu egwu nilo nwere ihe na-akụrụ ya egwu n'ọhịa.
Agada, why will you keep all these noblemen waiting?
I kept no one waiting. I arrived at my pace. The tortoise and the deer can never arrive on a point of a razor at the same time. Umabra, no matter how tall a child grows, he will never outgrow the lungs of his father because he came out from it. Agada, you are daring this gathering of men. I dare no one. If I am behind time, apologies to those who so. But in the essence of time, every time is right. We must not all write on the same page.
This is not a gathering of non-initiates, little boy. I order you to see your lips. You no longer have courtesy and regards for the hands that nurtured you. Well, I don't blame you. I blame Odenjinji for giving you the room to feel as if you have arrived. But I tell you something, Agada. I tell you something. If you dare me, I will show you the position of the moon at sunrise. Try me.
Obaka, let me tell you. The steady barking of an angry dog does not make that dog a lion. You only bleat like a goat. I will not use words to inform you the nature of man whom that boy of yesterday has grown to become, but action. I will soon visit your case, and you will see your very eyes.
Very Teboaju. Eh? Jedike radike obales wonyaru. Anya ko jinago kai na mazanti ya no kwayem.
Why is the spiritual bath not over yet?
Great one, the house was incomplete because of Agada's lateness.
Agada, why have you delayed tonight's procession?
Apologies, Great One. I was delayed on transit.
By who?
By forces whom I believe some people here are not ignorant of.
Agada, you are treading on a dangerous ground.
He uses every little opportunity to foment trouble. And trouble you shall get.
Apologies, Great One, if my attitude belittled this gathering.
Let the formality proceed.
Laws of the night, the nobles, I'm still powering in Uduruje clan. I have succeeded in wiping out all the witches that came to camp by making them born and wither like chaff in the air.
Great one. Onako clan is under my grip. Though I had some challenges when some white men came to steal the mask of power, but never lived to tell the story.
Trouble you all shall get. You all shall get trouble.
In my own clan.
Shut up and keep quiet. You do not speak until Odenjinji has spoken.
You will leave, Obaka. Well, any child that carries his father on his shoulder will have his loins cover his face.
What do you mean, Obaka? You don't interrupt precedents.
I only interrupted you from making the mistake of speaking before Odenjinji. We have order in this gathering, and you of all people should know that.
I made you, and I can also destroy you.
Mind the kind of accusations you lay against me, Obaka. I have not broken any rule in this gathering. This is the precedent.
I forbid you people to shout before my presence. I never expected such lack of self-control. Now let us commence with the ritual bath. Since we all have drunk from the horn of life, we all know the laws governing this trade. Let us live by the code and must not encourage internal rancor and bad blood.
Ayaka, you must call Agadabatulu Zotoda. He oversteps his bounds.
Obaka, calm down. Ayaka here still has words in his mouth because when full-grown men battle for being cake in the marketplace, then they make mockery of their age. So
every one of us must mind his territory, and this callousness must not continue.